Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 28 of the Final Fantasy VI Let's Play.
And we begin with Celeste eating dirt.
We begin with murder, and Realm decides to show us the world in rainbow colors. Star Prism? What is this? What's going on? Spin Edge? I didn't do any of that, but I did a fuckload of damage. Riot Blade?
Oh, that's Terra's finisher, isn't it?
Oh, okay, I get it. We got the Final Fantasy VI Easy Pass.
Now, what these are actually, ladies and gentlemen, are desperation attacks.
Yeah, pretty much the precursor to the limit breaks.
Still fucking scary. It's off a car alarm.
Yeah, I know. I was saying, just we start the fuck. Me and Matt actually behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, discussed. Okay, so what's it gonna be? Dogs, cicadas, helicopters.
I bet on jet turbine and motorcycles
and a train. We begin the part, and a fucking car alarm goes off in the background. Destiny is fickle like that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah. As I was showcasing in the beginning of the video, 6 was the first Final Fantasy to introduce desperation attacks. The precursor to limit breaks, as you know from Final Fantasy 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. The thing about desperation attacks, though, is that you have to be in near fatal status in order to activate them. Even then, it's a 1 in 16 chance of your character actually performing a desperation attack. And even then, you cannot perform a desperation attack on the first 25 to 26 seconds of a battle. So if you're thinking you can start a battle with near fatal status and just do desperation attacks over and over again, you're not playing Final Fantasy VIII. I'm sorry. That is how desperation attacks work. You also can't be in certain status conditions with desperation attacks. You can't be confused. You can't be on vanish. I think poison negates it as well.
Christ.
And I think reflects that. It's one. I know vanish for a fact negates desperation attacks.
So for brass tacks, this game has it, but they suck. So just work yourself fine.
It is so obscenely rare. Throughout all of my playthroughs of Final Fantasy VI, without intentionally provoking a desperation attack, I've maybe done it 3 times. Two of them from Celeste.
Ooh, Excalibur.
Yeah, so we're back in the advanced version of Final Fantasy VI, ladies and gentlemen, and in the advanced translation, the advanced version, you can buy the Excalibur from the auction house for a whopping 500,000 gil.
That is like 10 to 20 minutes of cactuar grinding with the cat ear hood on.
Absolutely.
Did you have that, by the way?
Yeah, I got the cat ear. Well,
good.
I got the cat ear good. The cat ear goods. I get the cat ear hood later down the road in the Coliseum because it's actually pretty simple to get.
You can't get it. You just gotta bet something. I forget what you gotta bet in the Coliseum. But did you have it when you did this?
You have to bet the Impartisan, I believe.
Impartisan, right?
Yeah.
So now you just bought a junk of a sword for $500,000.
Damn right.
I would use that in battle all the time just to avoid buyer's remorse.
Just to say I can. Excalibur Challenge Run, World of Ruin.
Okay. Yeah.
That will require you to grind cactuars left and right, which isn't as bad as it sounds because cactuars per fight is 10,000 gil, and you're also getting 10 magic points doing that.
Which is AP, which is wonderful for those abilities where you got a ×1 learning rate.
Damn right.
By the way, you're going to use Quick. You've used the shit out of Quick yet?
I have not been abusing the shit out of Quick yet, but soon, Matt, soon. Ooh. I gotta at least show off how disgusting Quick is at one point or another in the video. Yeah, you can definitely tell we're playing the advanced version because the frame rate shits the bed during Mode 7 sequences.
That's a shame, too. Advanced technology, inferior shit. Coincidentally, the music sounds like you can pretty much hear it through a goddamn tin can.
Yeah. So we're back at the Coliseum, folks. We were here earlier to recruit Shadow because fighting is all he knows how to do.
It's all he's learned.
And we're gonna bet that 500,000 gil Excalibur at the Coliseum and we face an Onion Dasher.
Really easy to kill unless your AI decides to drink a jug of bleach.
Which thankfully Saberhead did not. Oh, he wants me to kill him faster. The Dash is a special attack for the Onion Dasher that inflicts haste on a character. I looked up this attack script. He's supposed to use Dash on himself.
Right.
But for some reason in the Coliseum he does it on the player.
He's dumb.
Oh, a Merit Award.
Ooh.
Shortened to the point, Merit Award is a relic that, when equipped, allows characters to equip any armor, weapon, or piece of equipment that they normally cannot wear. Which is really cool.
Gal can finally use shit.
Yeah, Gal can finally use shit.
But meanwhile, it's a 4-on-1 against Gilgamesh, the mightiest of swordsmen, and he shows it by knocking the fuck out of your meathead.
He was feeling intimidated.
Anyway, you could do this thing with, like, Edgar and give him an elemental weakness, but that takes too much time and it won't do much damage anyway. So your best bet is just to blow the fuck out of him with a flare.
Pretty much, you're doing a lot more damage to him than he is doing to you because, as you can see, his physical attacks do pack a fucking punch.
But you can easily use Phantom beforehand, right?
No, not in the first half of the fight because he has access to, I want to say, Arrow. which will negate the vanish effect and also just really fucking hurt. No, what we're doing here is that we're trying to inflict as much damage as fast as we possibly can during the first half of this, because once Gilgamesh's HP drops below a certain value, he will switch all to physical attacks. Then you bring out Phantom, and you pretty much got the battle won.
Right.
In the meantime, get out Golem, because he can still hit with physical attacks when he decides not to use Arrow and all that. And you want to absorb as much as you possibly can. And as you can tell, this is the one time only in the Coliseum where you can control your characters while battling, and you have more than one.
Right. What does Mog's dance do here?
Mog's dance, I have to go back and tell him when we see him in the airship, because that's actually not Mog in the battle. That's Rum in the Moogle suit.
I keep forgetting about that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I was surprised you used that Moogle suit instead of the Behemoth suit. The Behemoth suit rocks on him.
Yeah, it's very true. No, I think what it is that I didn't have Rome in my party when I got the Behemoth suit. I want to say, yeah. Wait, was it? I don't.
Yeah,
remember.
you should have 2 Behemoth suits after you murdered the Behemoth.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of yeah. In the advanced translation, they fixed that. You're supposed to get 2 Behemoth suits when you destroy the King Behemoth and the undead King Behemoth.
Well, then I see why they would. I honestly see why they would fix that, because it's kind of fucked up. You murder something, skin it. Then it comes back from the dead, you kill it again, and skin it again.
Skin that again. Skin the skin, and then skin its muscles.
Christ's sake.
So I also thought there's a skeletal structure that we could then pawn off for Gil.
So he essentially did what is Mighty Guard, but you can easily dispel all that.
Yeah, you can if you want to. I don't waste my time because, you're hitting with all magical attack. It's really weird that he does Safe and Shell when Big Guard is a spell that exists in this game. I'm surprised they just didn't give him that.
I'll find out why.
Yeah.
Probably because they last longer.
Protect and Shell or something that lasts the entire battle unless it gets the spell.
Celeste is just being very rude right there.
She's angry.
She's flipping them off.
Well, yeah, I would be too. Hey, what are you doing there? You're conjuring a spell? No, I'm just giving you the bird. What's the word?
Yeah, you should have just stuck with Flare on that.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with Flare. I'm experimenting here. I might as well show off, though, an advanced exclusive spell, though. Flood. That's what you get from Leviathan. Water-based damage.
It ain't much in this battle, but it will have its uses. It's just not good here.
No, it's really just not good here. Yeah, we're better off just using barrier, piercing, defense ignoring spells. No, I don't think Flare's defense ignoring, no. Ultimately, Meteor are, though.
Right.
Yeah, at this point, though, I got the battle won. Now it's just a matter of just whittling his health. So I'm going to keep things boring, just go to Flare. Sometimes some battles are like that, ladies and gentlemen. Gilgamesh, though, to me, is not the worst of that. Where, because of the strategies that the boss entails, and because the way you have to work around it, unfortunately, you can't get really fancy with battles.
The one thing about sprite work is sometimes when you see shit like that, it just looks hokey as shit when they just go up in the air.
Yeah.
I have to go. My planet needs me. Did you?
My Coliseum needs me. Oh.
No for it! Bonk.
I missed.
I'm surprised he didn't hit himself face down.
This sprite was ripped right out of Final Fantasy V.
Right.
Kind of missed the transformed one, though. Fucking 6 arms, got all these weapons at its disposal.
Yeah, you will hate that in Final Fantasy 13 too, because he fucking sentinels and heals back 1,000,000 HP.
1,000,000 HP?
If you can't take him out, if you can't do enough damage while he's in the form fast enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
So you just decided to fucking call out the dragon?
Yeah, it's called the dragon, because it is defense ignoring.
Right.
Really cool. Oh, that's the end of the battle anyway.
Alright, chill. No dragon.
Okay.
No dragon.
Okay, ooh, vomit. Okay. Oh, never mind. Yeah, Gilgamesh is an Esper in this game.
Yep.
So
He's also one of the big bad guys of Type 0.
Well, it's a running gag of Gilgamesh that he dimension hops.
Right.
Starting with 5.
Genji armor is really good defensive, stat-wise and stuff, but it doesn't really contribute anything to leveling up.
Or it gives you any sort of
elemental defenses.
Yeah, elemental defenses.
So kind of loses out there.
Yeah, I'd recommend Force Armor over.
Fuck you, Gilgamesh!
Yeah.
And it seems that all of your characters are possessed by the Riddler.
So Gilgamesh as an Esper teaches us Quick and a new spell for this game, Valor.
Which is X-Fight.
More like it gives your next attack a ×3 bonus. So if it usually does 2,000, it's now doing 6,000 for that one turn. Really good. I really do like Valor.
Compared to all the magical shit you can fling around, it doesn't really compare to me.
Not every character, though, is a mage, though. Unless
Yeah, like
you
you're
know,
gonna use science.
they can be. I mean, this is. It really depends on how you decide to go through your 6 characters, because everybody can be a mage if you decide to magicite grind everybody, which takes forever. Or you can relegate one character to a specific class, normally their default class. Like for me in this playthrough, Sabin's a monk and nothing but a monk. Cyan's a samurai, nothing but a samurai. Edgar uses tools.
Edgar is a tool.
Yeah, Edgar is a tool. In that case, Valor can be really useful because you use Valor and then suddenly Edgar's drill's doing max damage. Sabin's Genji glove offering combination is doing a lot of damage. Those are the kind of combinations I like utilizing. But as you kind of figured out now, if you're playing the advanced version of Final Fantasy VI, Gilgamesh teaches you Quick, which means you do not have to transform Odin to Raiden to learn Quick as you would in the original game. So you can keep Odin to learn Meteor and not have to wait until fucking Crusader to learn Meteor at a 10 times rate. But now we're back in the original version of 6, and we are about to enter an area which I absolutely, utterly despise, and if this wasn't a Let's Play, I'd be traveling up there with the fucking Moogle Charm.
I've seen many Let's Plays do it with the Moogle Charm.
And I don't blame them, because this place is a pain in the ass. This is the Cultist Tower, folks.
Right.
It has one gimmick, and that one gimmick alone is what makes it all the fucking ugh. You can only use magic while inside the tower. And it's not only a matter of just using magic, there are some enemies that have auto-reflect on. You won't know, though, which ones do until you decide to get experimental. Or you can just fuck everything in the ass and just use Meteor and Ultima all the damn time. Or X-Zone. I recommend X-Zone.
Level 30 mages, the slam dancers.
Yeah.
They hit you with tier 2 magic.
Yeah.
Now, Umaro could get around the whole magic restriction thing, but it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. The thing about Umaro, or in our case, Dongs, is that his equipment is set. You can't change it.
Right.
He comes equipped with a bone club. I don't know if he has anything on his head or he has anything on his shield.
He can't wear a scarf, I believe. That restricts fire.
Yeah, he has a snow muffler equipped, which those of you who don't know, that's one of the best pieces of armor in the entire game for Umaro, Gao, and Mog. It gives you the biggest defense boost you can ever get, so physical attacks are going to do jack shit. That's if you're wondering why Umaro only takes paltry damage on physical attacks, it's a snow muffler. Also gives you, it lets you absorb ice magic.
And has fire damage.
And has fire damage. It's a really cozy scarf. In fact, that's the item description for the snow mufflers.
Now there's a hidden switch up there you got to hit. Then you can come back down and grab this thing, which is Edgar's fucking chest.
It's a random battle. Being divided. Oh, magic urns.
Did he clamor for elixirs?
Do not clamor for elixirs.
Will they be outraged if you deny them?
No, but the fact they help you. They give you remedies. They give you tinctures. This is pretty much the tower's breather battle. Rest easy, my friends. Dongs.
That's a dong for you. Always sticking out where it doesn't belong.
That's so dongs. Coming this fall on the CW.
You'll never watch it. Neither will you.
You won't watch it. That's a channel's tagline. Wow, I didn't realize they were self-aware. Yeah, magic urns do not clamor for elixirs as they usually do in other Final Fantasies. You don't have to hit a specific spot in the jar. Fuck those guys in 10.
Yeah, fuck those things.
But yeah, they give you tinctures and all that, and then they run away after a while, and they give you 5 magic points. What nice guys. And by the way, these sprites are ripped out of 5.
Exactly. And I'm grateful for the breather, because other than that, it's fucking more level something magics.
Yeah.
Every level magician you're going to fight has a sprite ripped from somewhere else in the game.
Yes.
Speaking of other things that rip apart, what's the air anchor do, Johnny?
The air anchor is Edgar's final tool, and when it connects to any enemy that does not have a death immunization, it gives them what is pretty much the precursor to the heat status. Those that played Final Fantasy IX, if you were under heat status, that means the next time you decided to move, you died.
Now, one thing that always irked the shit out of me of those little
assholes up there.
The assholes on the upper top, the
Yeah.
level 20 magic, I think they're called. They like to use X-Zone and banish immediately.
Yes. I don't remember the exact algorithm, but the fact that they can just cast X-Zone at all against your party, again, which is like pretty much a multi-selection death spell, makes them numero uno on Johnny's get them the fuck out of here as fast as possible.
Now, here's the trick with this dungeon is you want to go up here with as much elemental defensive boosting armor as you could possibly get.
Yes.
Like Minervia Bustiers, the Cat Ear Hood, Whatever you can find that negates a lot of elements at one shot,
Force armor.
put it on. Exactly. Well
Get
said.
that fucking force armor on. Get force shields on too. You pretty
Use
much
the force shield.
You want to what?
Use the force shield.
Yeah, use the use the force shield.
If you got the curse shield purified, better.
Oof, the paladin shield. Okay, yeah. Actually, thank you for reminding me, Matt. The Paladin Shield is something I'm going to show off in the advanced version of the game, not so much the original version. You want to know why? Because I'm playing this off the Virtual Console. And do you know how long it takes to do 255 battles, even if you're using the Solitary Island as the place to do it?
I would use
Fucking
Solitary
3 hours.
Island as the place to do it just so I can have the money.
It's not even a matter of that. It takes like 3 fucking hours just to unlock that curse.
Right.
On the advanced version, which I'm at least playing on an emulator, I can speed that shit up. So in the advanced version, I'm gonna have the Paladin Shield, not so much vanilla.
Oh,
6.
Realm is now the keeper of the Reaper.
And the level 70, the level magic enemies have realized my biggest threat and got rid of it.
Exactly. Well, Realm is a magical powerhouse. Oh, and a fastball
Jesus
special.
Christ, Dongs! A little warning next time, buddy.
Tried to tell Tara to shut the fuck up, but she's a yappy motherfucker. I was watching a Let's Play.
Umbrella Man, kill girl. Take that, Umbrella Man.
I was watching the Cultist Let's Play for like just to have stuff to talk about, and one of the things I love that he did was he named Shadow Batman.
How does it work?
Pretty fucking well. Of course, Realm was Robin, and what's her name was Alfred.
I don't know if
Strago
Batman would
Alfred.
slit his mama's throat for a nickel, though. An Elseworlds tale, I guess.
And anyway, I like how the level. Wait, which one's the 70
level
magic?
70 is the
Rexol monster?
Yeah, the Rexol monster.
I think color use of our sprite.
I want to call him fucking like Darkseid, but I'm thinking of Kefka's Tower.
Right. Anyway, if you really get sick of this place, use quick on one of the characters to just spam Ultima.
You just
Get the
spam
fuck
Ultima
out.
and Meteor. It's again, there are just some battles you just can't work around. I mean, you can do it the long and arduous way. In fact, you may notice that I gave Umaro a Reflect Ring, just so he can bounce off all the elemental attacks, and that I can have someone to bounce off magic spells from.
So it's Stunner.
Stunner is a weapon for Shadow. It's a really strong weapon, first off. And
that quest stop, right?
It does cast stop.
By the way, that's one of the best ways to cheese the new Holy Dragon.
Oh, in the advanced version.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's weak to stop. So
Let's talk about this Holy Dragon, though, the White Durgan.
It's bound to the same rules you are.
Yeah.
So shut him up.
And it's susceptible to mute. Like, holy shit.
The Ice Dragon's susceptible to Berserk. It's fun. I love little shit like that. Sometimes you can use your brain or a guide ahead of time to think about it.
I know, but it's like one of those real forehead slapping moments. It's like, he's restricted by the tower's rules. I like that. You know, he doesn't have any bullshit workaround. But let's make him vulnerable to the one soul-crushing spell that you do not want to get inflicted with.
That's because the thing is it's like a play on the player. You would fight something like this, you think, alright, status magics are right out. Nope.
Nope. You can hit him with mute. You can shut him the fuck up.
Now, the funny thing about White Durgan here is, if you didn't, he'd be a little more of a pain, because Holy Magic is hard to resist.
Yeah, you can't reflect it off of him, though.
You can, but for what reason?
It would heal him for a paltry amount, but, you know, you'd be doing a lot. It saves you the trouble, because besides that, he doesn't do anything else.
Right.
He only does Pearl.
He tried to do the spell for some reason.
I think it's because he senses the inherent shell and reflect from the marble shoes and the... I think I have a pod bracelet on one of them, but you won't be able to tell the way that they're all glowing orange. Mm-hmm. So I think if you have a safer shell equipped, he tries to get rid of that with Dispel, or maybe he's aware that he's been muted and he's trying to dispel his own mute, which in itself doesn't work because Dispel itself is a fucking spell.
He's like, Pearl, shit!
Says you, Dispel... Oh, that's a magic shit. Oh, I'm ruined.
But that said, White Durgan goes to the Great Palace in the sky.
White Durgan eats dirt. Durgan.
That sounds 34-ish. Anyway.
I get that.
And now we got the Pearl Lance, which is the best lance in the game. The advanced version gives you 2 more ultimate weapons for Edgar and Mog both, but the Pearl Lance, every once in a blue, comes down with Holy Attack, which is a nice thing to have. And the new lances don't come with a jump bonus.
No.
Which is like a humongous fucking oversight. Like, what the fuck? How did you miss that?
It is really weird. There's if you're playing the original version of 6, there's one more lance you get after this, and that's the Aura Lance, which you don't get until after you defeat one of the Warring Triads, so near endgame. But yeah, even then, the Pearl Lance, the Holy Lance, is just the better option because you get the jump bonus, and secondly, as Matt said, it does cast Holy every once in a while. So not only do you get a really big damage buff, you get a damage buff to your damage buff.
Oh, 60 and 90.
Not fuck
I remember
60.
60 being the pain in my ass. 90 I was able to negate.
60, you can cast Quake. If you're not floating in midair or you don't have Gaia Gears on, you're taking a lot of damage. You say you can get around 90. Fuck 90. I hate 90 with a passion. Let's talk about 90 quick. So, on the first 4 turns, it has a 33% chance of casting one of 3 spells. Hence 33%. Meteor, Meltdown, and I believe... a Flare. So if you have Fire Absorbing equipment on, which I think everybody here has...
Except for Mora.
Meltdown won't hurt. Meteor, on the other hand, is defense ignoring, says fuck all to your reflect status and your shell, I believe, and it just fucking hurts. And the thing about some of these encounters, I think all of them maybe, you can't run away from these fights. So once you're in here, you're done unless you use a smoke bomb
Or teleport.
or yeah, you can use teleport as well.
Good timing on getting life 3 here.
Yeah. Which, by the way, unless you want to do a really fucking roundabout strategy, I would recommend you enter the tower with Life 3. Or, you know, if someone's close to learning Life 3 and you decide not to use the Moogle Charm for this tower, you'll probably learn it as you go slowly to the top, which I think was what happened here, but I did have Celeste as a backup with Life 3. Why do we need Life 3? Not just for this tower in general, but more accurately for the boss up there. Anyway, level 80 magic are more of a pain in the ass when they know you have Reflect on. In this case, it's Umar because he has the Wall Ring on. Besides that, when you don't have Reflect on, they just like to use Bio a whole lot.
Which is weird.
Yeah, which is really weird. If they sense anybody that has Reflect, they start bouncing spells off of the character. More accurately, let's say if, say Dongs has the Wall Ring on right now, right? So, level 80 magic are going to cast Cura, and Curaga on Dongs a lot. So
and that'll heal them.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense because they don't have Auto Reflect on, so I don't know why they would just cast it on themselves.
Search me on that one, bro.
Yeah, I get you. But on the other hand, if level 80 magic is paired up with any other level monster in this game that has Auto Reflect on, they will bounce spells off of that enemy to hit you.
And they will hit then.
Yeah, and they will hurt. So Wall Rings and Reflect status won't mean shit. Bastards.
You're just getting poisoned for the life of you.
Yeah, I'm getting poisoned for the life of me, but you know what? You know how many antidotes and remedies and dots I have? That's fine. Shake it off.
There's something about the Cultist Tower, at least from an aesthetic viewpoint, I kind of like. It's just the simplicity and the nighttime sky in the background. It really adds to it. I really like this place in the sense of how it looks, but it other than that, it sucks there.
In my early years of playing 6, you know, before HD TVs were ever a thing, my TV settings or my brightness settings were not really high, so it wasn't until I played 6 on the emulator where I noticed there was a moving clouds in the background. And then
what you have on is really good, so I want to change it.
Yeah, I got the cat hood on, which is like one of Rum's best helmets.
I'm surprised you don't have the enhancer on either of the girls. That's like 7+ to your magic stat.
You know what? Because my magic stat is already high enough as is. You know, it's like the It's like why do 97 when you could do 98?
Exactly.
Well, it's good to see that I got one more encounter of magic urns before I decide to open the secret chest on the top of the tower. Yeah, because it should be said, like, you know, Cultist Towers, again, one of those completely optional things, like many things in Final Fantasy VI, and you recruit Strago on the bottom of the tower when you bring Realm to your party.
Right, because otherwise he's just defeated. The gem box!
Oh, this gem box translated to Soul of the Maza in the advanced translation is pretty much dual cast.
Right. Now dual cast with Quick gives you about 5 Ultima. So now Realm's output damage could be around 15,000.
Can you...
No, more than 15,000.
More than 15,000. Talking about 5 Ultimas? Shit.
45,000.
Yeah, in one turn.
Nothing in this game, not even Kaiser, rivals about 55,000.
That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Seems you pissed off the locals.
There's like, I'm sorry, was that your gem box? Magic after treasure. Return it now. Why is it up here? Why isn't it behind Kefka's throne room? He doesn't have a throne, that's right. Just Sky.
Oh shit!
Sky.
That the leader?
Oh, hey, is that our phantom buddy from the train?
No.
Oh.
He just flew right the fuck up there, though. What the hell's he doing?
Let me show you a world. Alright, the boss battle of the Cultist Tower is the
Number
Magi
28.
Master. Yeah, number 128. He's back with a vengeance. Didn't like how we transformed him into an imp the last time. But, gosh, what a crybaby.
Anyway, this guy has a barrier changing strategy, which is going to annoy the fuck out of you. What you could theoretically do is try to study his patterns, figure out what magic he's going to hit you with, and then plan accordingly. That's if you're stupid.
Yeah.
Now, if you're of average intelligence or you don't want to waste time with that shit, you hit him with the non-elemental stuff. That's also if you're stupid, or at least impatient. Smart people know Berserk. You can Berserk this guy, he can't do any of his magic to you.
Nope.
Except for his death move.
Except for his death move, which he will do regardless of the Berserk status or not. So, if you want to play really safe, like if you're doing low-level stuff, cast Berserk, cast Phantom, everyone's vanished, you're not losing this fight until the end. Why the end? Because when you decide to wipe out all of his HP, Magi Master will have a Desperation attack, and it's Ultima.
Isn't there a magic spell you have in this game that can block that kind of shit?
No.
A summon?
Well, you talk about summons. Okay, let's talk about the roundabout strategy, which for the first 5 attempts I tried to do because I did not have the patience to learn Life 3. So, that's by the way, that's the reason why you want Life 3 for this tower, this asshole right here.
By the way, you could also, if you're really, really desperate, you could blow away his MP with Rasper Osmos, but he has 54 fucking thousand, I think.
Yeah.
Or 18,000, one of the two.
And he won't be able to use Ultima when he dies, but that's 54 fucking thousand MP. You're gonna be here forever. Jesus. But yeah, you want Life 3 for Magi Master because Ultima's hitting you for about 6 to 7,000.
Right.
You're not surviving that. I mean, you could, but then you'd be overleveled as fuck, and that's not very fun. The other roundabout strategy is that you can, after you hit him with Berserk, you just keep hitting him with spells. Keep an eye on his HP with Scan. You can scan his HP. And then when he's just about to die from one last spell, have someone cast Palador. And before Palador is summoned, have someone get spells ready. So that by the time they land with their jumping attack, they immediately follow with the spell they're about to cast. That'll kill the Magi Master, and he'll immediately respond with his Ultima. Which means the character that just landed will take the full force of it while everyone's still up in the sky. That is the real flashy pro strats method of doing that.
Well, that would have sucked. Too bad we planned ahead.
Too bad we made a high five deal with Jesus, right?
Does Dongs revive?
No.
You didn't revive Dongs. We're alive! How about it, Dongs? So that's it. There go the cultists.
That's it for the Cultist Tower. By the way, another pain in the ass. You can't warp out of the Cultist Tower. You have to climb back down.
After doing all this, I would have just slapped on a Moogle charm and left and called it a night.
Yeah, I didn't bring Mog with me though.
You didn't bring Moogle with you?
I didn't bring Moogle. Just
Sorry. You would have had it for this, but I bet him last week on Black and lost.
Fuck it. Gotta go back to the Coliseum and get it back. Yeah, I'm cutting past the tower because there's no reason for me to show off the down trip. You know what it looks like. I really should have brought Mog. And I would. Again, I do. All the time I usually do the Cultist Tower with Mog, but the Let's Play and I want to show off the encounters. Alright, so let's go back to the Coliseum for a bit. We got a Mega Elixir from the Magi Master. And you fight Siegfried when you bet the Mega Elixir. For a Tintina bar?
He has a gun, though.
He does have a gun. I don't think he's stupid enough to use it, though. How about you, Siegfried? I'm going to take you on with all the 7 forces of the... Okay.
I wonder if Siegfried just, like, really manned up between the year time frame, or if it's, like, a completely different Siegfried.
It's a completely different Siegfried.
That would explain it, because this one's actually based off the legendary Celtic hero.
As you can tell, I think we went inside there earlier. On the left room from where you bet items, you find Siegfried just roaming around there. He tells you that someone has been pretending to be me. Don't be fooled.
Right.
The real Siegfried, as you just saw there, is a fucking boss. Like, you know, he just hyperdrive
like
me for 6,000. But I can't do anything about it because I can't control characters.
With that said, folks, we'll see you next time when hopefully we control him and get Mog back from Setzer. See you guys then.
Siegfried, I will get Mog back.